What's up, people? It's your boy Ricky Ross back with another video. I want to say thank you to everybody out there that's been watching my video. I go by Ricky Ross. For those of you out there who don't know me, Amazon seller, been doing this for quite some time. Awesome. So we're going to jump right into it. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to print Amazon labels using a thermal printer. In today's demonstration or step-by-step video, I'm going to be using the thermal printer that I use. It's called munbyn. I don't know. It's an Asian word. I don't know if I think it's Chinese. But I'm going to be using this particular thermal printer, thermal label printer. To show you how I print my labels, both the 4x6 and the 2.25 millimeter by 1.25 millimeters labels. So it's fairly big labels and smaller labels also. So I'm going to be showing you how you can set up your label, your thermal printer, and also print basically from your computer. Okay, guys, so we're gonna jump right into it. Awesome. So we're jumping right into it. So here you see the munbyn label printer, and if you turn it around, you'll see the on-off switch right there to your left, and that's where you turn it on and off. And on the right hand side, you'll see your USB connector. Yes, it does come with the USB cable, the printer cable. This is the cable that you need to connect it to your PC. Now, for those of you out there with a MacBook, I believe it does come with a USB-C adapter for a Mac computer. So please check the box when you do purchase it. And it also obviously does come with a power supply, and it's the power supply that has a pin. So once you stick it in, it should stick right properly and neatly into the pin in the system. Cool. So this this label printer does about 150 millimeters per second high speed printing. So that means it equates to about 72 labels per minute. It has a life cycle of about 650,000 labels. So that's quite a lot of labels. And as you can see, there's a clamp or a circle right there that you click on to open it. Okay, that's how you open it. Once you open it, you can see the two black clamps right there. That's the clamp that holds the paper in place when you're printing. As you can see, I'm adjusting it. This is when you have a barcode label, or you extend it when you have a 4x6 label. Either way, it accepts pretty much any size label, and it's quite easy to adjust and quite easy to install the label. Now this particular model, which is ITPP941, is not wireless, which means you cannot print wirelessly to it. I believe there's another model that they have that you can print wirelessly to, but you can't with this one. Okay, yeah, here you have your label holder. This is highly recommended. Now, the label holder does not come with the label printer. You must buy it separately. The label holder is quite effective, and I highly recommend it because when you're printing, it gives you the ability to stick or put your labels into a wheel, as you can see here. And with the wheel comes two clamps, and with the clamps you hold or put your bundle of label in place. So let's see, you'll see here in a minute, I'm going to put the bundle of smaller labels in so you can see how it goes or how it works. So it's very, very essential and very effective when you have a label holder. As you can see, I'm putting the 60 by 30 millimeter bundle of labels, and I'm putting the clamp to hold it into place. The label holder has two heights, lower and a higher height. For me, I use the higher height. It works good for me. You're free to use the lower one. There's no particular recommendation on which one you ought to use. It all depends on your setup. So I'm going to remove the bundle of small labels and replace it with the bigger labels, which is the 4x6. So you guys can take a look and see how it also holds the 4x6. So like I said, this label holder comes in pretty handy due to the fact that it can adjust to the size of whatever or whichever label bundle of labels that you have. Here I'm going to put the 4x6 bundle of labels, and I'm also going to clamp it down here in a minute. Okay, we're going to turn it around to make sure we get the right side in, and boom, we put the label in, and the next thing we do, we clamp it really nice and easy and comfortably. So you don't want to make it too tight. Don't clamp it too tight, because if you do that, then your paper, in fact, what happens when you clamp the paper too tight, it will stop your printer from printing because the printer cannot grab your labels. I've actually had that experience where I clamped it on really too tight and the printer just gave up. Awesome. So here we're going to now put the 4x6 label into the label printer. As you can see, you adjust the clamps inside the printer so you can put your 4x6 nice and smooth. Oh yeah, one more thing. Make sure you put the right side of the paper. Don't just put it on the wrong side. This is the front side, the side where the white part of the label is, because if you put it on the wrong side, the label will not print. Yeah, I've done that mistake too myself. So you put it and set it right, and once you close it, guess what happens? The label turns, the light turns green, and it grabs one sheet of paper, and that tells you that your label is ready to accept any 4x6 printing. So I'm going to remove this and also show you how to put the 60 by 30 millimeter labels. For the smaller 60 by 30 millimeter labels, we use those for barcodes. Those are your barcode labels, and same thing, pretty similar to the 4x6. Do not clamp them too tight, or else your printer might just not accept it, or will not just print, or if it decides to print, it'll just grab the label and the paper all together, and you'll just see a big mess on the table. So yeah, easily clamp the clamps down on it. Make sure it's a little bit free. Don't make it too tight, and then stick it into the label printer, make sure once you open your label printer that you first of all adjust the clamps, because the clamps is exactly what's going to hold the label and direct the printer into making sure that it prints correctly. So as you can see, I'm adjusting my clamps, but most times what I normally do is I put my label in. I'll show you here in a minute. Yeah, I put it in like this and then adjust it accordingly. Okay, please do not put it on too tight, meaning don't choke the paper. If you do that, it will come out horribly and you will not like it. So here the light is green. If I clamp it down, it's going to turn green. The light was red. If I clamp it down, it turns green and it grabs a few paper. And there, I just cut that paper out, which I don't need. Yeah, the printer does have what we call teeth. It has the teeth in front of it. So whenever you need to cut the paper, please cut it upwards, because the teeth is up. As you can see here, the teeth is right there. So that's what that teeth is for you to cut your label once you print. So make use of it. I wasn't aware of it till later. But yes, that's pretty much it, guys. And we're going to jump into my computer so I show you how to install the driver. Awesome, guys. So in order to install the driver, you simply go to the munbyn website and go to the support menu and click on download center, and then scroll down to where you will find, for those of you doing Mac, you can see the Mac symbol there, and everybody else can go down to where it says printer driver. You click on that printer driver and you'll see the different downloadable drivers. You'll see, of course, for the Mac and for the PC, you'll click on printer driver and it brings you here. Please select your model. Mine is the ITPP941, and if yours is a 941 Pro, select it. Download, click download again. It downloads to your computer. You see a program that downloads and click install. It should pop up a message, and the message should read something similar to this. Click OK. Click install. Once after you install it, it should pop another message. Simply click install. Don't worry about it. Just click install. Click install. Okay. And it installs, and yeah, it's asking me if I want to start my computer again. I said no, I don't want to at this time, but you can if you need to or if you want to. And I'll just tell it no, and it's finished installing. And now I'm going to go to the printer settings to see if it's there. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the printers first. And once I click on my printers, I can now find all the printers I've installed on my system. And here I see everything. So, and I see the munbyn has also been added and it's ready to be tested. And I print a test page to see if it prints, and voila, it prints out a test page. And that's pretty much the easiest route you can take to install your label printer. So let's test it out and see if we can print something out. Oh, by the way, I did not set it as a default printer because I have other printers in the system. Okay guys, so now that we've physically installed the label printer, the next thing we want to do is we want to test and see if we can print from our computer. So one thing I forgot to mention is that I use Windows 11, and if you do use either Windows 10 or 11, it's almost pretty much the same thing. Go to your start button, and you want to go to your settings. So just type the word printers. Okay. Mine is in German, so it would say Drucker and scanner. If it's in English, should say printer and scanner. So just click on it. Okay. And this setting should bring you to all the printers and scanners you have on your system. Okay, so here I have the munbyn here. Okay, so if I were to click here, it brings me directly to the printer itself. Now, considering the fact that there are so many different types of labels out there in the market, the label printer by default comes set to 2.25 by 1.25 labels. So if you needed to add another label, you would click on your printing preferences and then come to page setup. As you can see here, it will show you a whole bunch of different size labels. Okay, here you see all the different size labels that you can print, that you can select and print on your label. But if it's not here, you can add one. Like I added this new label 60 by 30 because when I was trying to print, I bought a 60 by 30 label and I saw it was not on this list. I saw a 60 by 140, 64 by 25, 64 by 51, but there was no 60 by 30. How did I do that? I'll show you. I came here and I said new, and I gave it the width, which was 60, and I came to the height and gave it 30. And then I gave it a name. I just said new. I'm just going to put the word here, test 60 by 30. Okay, so that's the name of this new size. Now I'm going to click OK. So now when I go here, I see my new size is listed down here at the bottom. New, I mistyped the test 60 by 30. Okay, and once I click apply and OK, that new size paper is now there. Okay, good. So assuming now you want to print a label, I have a 4 by 6 label here. If I go to my print, this is already my munbyn is already set. You need to select your printer here. Make sure you select the munbyn. As you can see, it's giving me the wrong setting here. I need to click on more settings. As you can see, the new paper size that we put here is already being shown. Well, I don't want to use that paper size. I want to use the 4 by 6. So I need to look for the 4 by 6, which I see here, and click on that. And as you can see, it shows up here. So once I click print, it's going to print. I'm not going to print, guys, because I already have this. This is just, once you click the print, it will print to your munbyn label printer. So assuming now I'm going to cancel. Now I want to print a barcode label. Okay. And my barcode label is 60 by 30. So I'm going to hit print, and the printer is already selected. Here I go to more settings, as you can see, the paper size is set to 4x6. So I want to change that because my label is 60 by 30, which I already have here. It's a new label, 60 by 30 millimeters. And as soon as I select that, it shows me a frame or a picture of what I'm about to print. So once I hit print, it's going to print. Great. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And that's pretty much it. It's quite easy to do. I know it looks overwhelming sometimes, but just take your time and just go through it step by step. You should be able to do it. I appreciate you out there for watching. Please like, share this video to anybody who might need the step-by-step tutorial. And if you have any questions or if I missed anything in the video, just please write it in the comment section. I appreciate it. I'm also going to leave a link to the product itself and to the labels also in the description. So feel free to check it out. Once again, it's your boy Ricky Ross. I'm out.